With the conclusion of the tournament coming close to an end, in this video I would like to discuss possible ways or reasons why Jiren will win this tournament, because honestly speaking, from what we've seen so far, Jiren seems unstoppable. He's tanking both Goku Kaioken Super Saiyan Blue and Vegeta's new transformation like nothing. They mentioned it himself, he isn't breaking a sweat at all. I imagine for Vegeta and Goku to even stand a chance, they both need to break Ultra Instinct perfectly or fuse into Vegito and unlock Ultra Instinct, because they will both gain each other's skill sets that way. With Toppo even becoming a God of Destruction mode, it just seems everything is piling on to the amount of things that they have to deal with. And how are they going to go up against God Destructive Ki whilst Jiren still being the main issue? Jiren is a mortal that rivals the gods. The angels and everyone seems to have acknowledged that fact, and that this is a person who can even take on the likes of them. His own god of destruction, Belmod, said to an angel, no matter who Jiren is up against, he will win. In fact, it's actually been confirmed in manga chapter 29 of Dragon Ball Super and on the official profilings on their websites that Jiren is a mortal beyond a God of Destruction power level, and he has reached their domain. So this can only mean he has never shown 100% power in the tournament so far that we have seen, because if he did, everyone would have been knocked out with ease. So this would easily lead us to the conclusion that there must be some drawback to Jiren's strength, or a source of power, just like Android 17 said about Toppo and Goku said about Jiren. They just have to figure out what their weaknesses are, because if Toriyama and Toei just created Jiren to be this unstoppable force with no flaws, that really wouldn't be a great character, now would it, in a shonen fighting series? It wouldn't make much sense for the plot. When we first started Dragon Ball Super, none of us ever imagined that Jiren would be this powerful in the tournament. Who'd have thought we would have seen Jiren and a Super Saiyan Blue Goku on his knees? Jiren has even tanked Ultra Instinct Goku simply. Although he was impressed, he tanked it like nothing. But now that we know that this Jiren that was versing Ultra Instinct Goku wasn't even 100% at that point, even the witnesses of Jiren, such as the angels, are saying his power is beyond comprehension, which is putting everything into perspective for his character development. When Hit took on Jiren with his time skip attack, for example, Jiren had no problems transcending time itself, which absolutely baffled all of us. Like, what? How much more powerful can this guy be? Then, just like always, it got toppled again, which Jiren finally released his ki and he shaked the whole world of the void. This guy is more powerful than every other character we have ever been shown in Dragon Ball Super. So I may be in the smaller spectrum of the fan base, but I actually like Jiren and I want him to win the tournament. I feel that will add a lot of character development for Universe 11, and it will be a shock to see that, right? To see Vegeta and Goku lose, and what will happen with the story arc within Dragon Ball Super, and what will the wish be? What would he do with the Super Dragon Balls? Seeing everything about Goku all the time and Universe 7 prevailing all the time is great and everything, and we support that idea too, but I really do enjoy spicing things up, and I really like Jiren's character from what I've seen so far in the manga and anime, and he seems like a swell dude. I wouldn't mind him winning. I mean, from what we can see in Dragon Ball Super, Goku has worked really hard within these 40 minutes and has unlocked Ultra Instinct twice, which is a power even gods fear. He's defeated Kefla with ease through its use in the anime. He's even had memorable fights with Hit, for example, a newfound favourite character in the fanbase. But the way Dragon Ball Super has been set up and has always been written is that there is always a hurdle that Goku cannot get past, and Jiren is that new dude. Much like Hit or Cell or Beerus, maybe Goku cannot defeat Jiren this time round and may accomplish this later on in the series for a movie, or after the hiatus of Dragon Ball Super they can explore it. I mean, it can also link up with the Dragon Ball Z ending if you guys think about it, if they still want that to be canon. You know, the way that Goku leaves with Oob to train more and more, right? He finds the very idea thrilling to train, and Jiren being such a huge hurdle for Goku this time round, will this will make the series of Dragon Ball Z ending make more sense the way he leaves his family, because they would understand Goku's perspective, and this will keep things open for ideas on whether or not Dragon Ball Super actually ends with the announcement that they made, if Jiren wins the tournament, that is. To be honest, I don't even think it's bad if Jiren wins the tournament, because with the information we have on Jiren, he's not even a bad guy or antagonist. He's just someone trying to save his universe from being erased, just like Goku is. In the manga, he's actually a good guy and is described with the following by Belmod. Jiren is a man who is completely devoted to justice. He never acts on any of his own desires or interests, and no matter how evil a villain is he's up against, his absurd conviction is such that he won't ever kill them. But there is one thing: he has a wish that even he is willing to set aside his convictions to have come true. So I guess Jiren is Batman, guys. Nah, I'm kidding, but Jiren devotes everything to justice, right? And he never acts for selfish reasons. He lives to protect Universe 11, right? Jiren even stated that he would leave the tournament whilst it was happening in order to return if any problem arose in the 48 minutes of the tournament. He will never kill any of his villains he defeats, and instead he captures them. When Toppo tells Jiren to participate in the tournament, he initially refuses to enter, as while his duty is to always protect Universe 11, and that's the way he feels. He also does not want to cause destruction of other universes just to save his own, so he's a very selfless being. However, Jiren wants a wish to fulfill, as I said, so it sounds like Jiren has a backstory we all want to get to know. What is this wish that Jiren has, and is his past tragic? So I hope that Dragon Ball Super, after the new Yaomoshi movie that's coming out, will explore this aspect with a spin-off or continuing Dragon Ball Super. In addition, judging from all the information we have from Jiren, if he does win the tournament, it doesn't seem to be a person that will create a wish for selfish reasons, unlike Frieza, for example. I think he would wish for something selfless and to bring all the universes back alive, just like what Goku would wish for, because for Jiren, that would be justice. This will then create great context and development for everyone to see that all the universes are united and they all are heroes in their own way, which will want them to go back and forth to meet each other again. It will also provide an opportunity for Jiren to explain why he did it to all the others and shock all the others of his wish, making them learn, respect and open their eyes per se. So it has been stated many times in the series that there is a universe where lives a mortal that even a god of destruction can't defeat, and that's Jiren, right? So he's much more powerful person we have ever witnessed for Goku and Vegeta to outright defeat this person with Ultra Instinct, a form which they have to master within the last 15 minutes of the tournament. That sounds kinda absurd. That's very short notice, and it does not seem plausible since the angels stated themselves that Ultra Instinct is a technique which takes many years of training to complete. How did Goku and Vegeta just did it so quickly? So it kinda wouldn't make sense in that perspective for Goku and Vegeta to defeat an enemy for them that is far stronger than people they couldn't even defeat beforehand. I mean, Goku and Vegeta can't even beat Whis or Beerus, so Jiren seems much more powerful, if not just as powerful as them or stronger, so it kinda doesn't make sense. Why would they let them defeat Jiren physically? Especially since we don't know anything about Jiren at the moment, why would they let him be defeated in combat? They need to create more development with him and his past. He isn't really leaving the show now, is he? They have done this with Hit, for example. Goku will want to fight Jiren again and again and again to prove himself that he can beat him, and he loves fighting strong opponents. Goku mentioned himself he senses a power within Jiren beyond his imagination, which will only make him want to force a fight between the two after the tournament once he masters Ultra Instinct. It's in Goku's nature to do that, and he did this with Hit to be assassinated and defeated him, and he proved to hit that he's stronger. So I think if Toei really are going on a hiatus after this tournament, it may be because Jiren will win the tournament and they need time and a break to create plot points to further on the series and create hype for the movie on Yomoshi, the legendary Super Saiyan. I mean, we still need to see Goku vs Beerus, Goku vs Whis, and many more explanations of what's going on in the anime. Maybe that's why they are ending the show. They are making money, and the popularity of Dragon Ball Super is at its peak, so it doesn't really make sense to abruptly end an anime when a new transformation such as Ultra Instinct has been introduced but not mastered, and characters that both Vegeta and Goku haven't been really satisfied yet in the anime. At this point, the best strategy would be to have more fighters active in the tournament to win. Otherwise, why would they have created this rule in context of the tournament? They could make it a funny gag that Goku and Vegeta win by technicality by having more fighters in the tournament whilst Frieza gets knocked out somehow. That's what I'm guessing how Universe 7 can win. But Goku did mention himself that King Kai Fist times 20 as Super Saiyan Blue doesn't even damage Jiren, which means the only way for Vegeta and Goku to actually beat Jiren is to unlock Ultra Instinct together and fight him at the same time whilst it not being mastered. But even so, I think this may not even be enough as well, because Jiren seems to be a guy that wants to crush his opponents at full power to test himself as well as his own resolve and prove to the opponent that he's better. He has that sort of pride in him, because he allowed Goku to try his best attack on him, and even allowed him to go to Ultra Instinct, if you can remember, and he tanked it like nothing. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section below, and be sure to hit the notification button as I'll be making more Dragon Ball Super videos, and I'll see you guys next time.